Good morning and welcome to the vlog. It's Monday morning now, my first Monday off of work, which was like incredibly nice. I had a really, not slow start to the morning, but like a really relaxing start to the morning. I won't get ready till like midday because I have a concert tonight, which I'm really excited about because it took 3 years to finally see the band. I'm gonna see Volbeat with my partner, and we had tickets for like before COVID hit, and yeah, then the concert didn't went through. Then we were ill at the next concert, and yeah, now it's 3 years later and we finally are able to go to the concert tonight. And yeah, so I will get ready later in the day. But yeah, I wanted to give you a little bit of a reading update because I did quite a bit of reading yesterday. I'm really thinking about starting these vlogs on Sunday, so that I don't like leave Sunday out, because I do a lot of reading on Sundays, so I'm kind of always leaving out quite a bit. So I might just have to tweak it and start on Sundays instead of Mondays, but you know, we'll see how it goes. My doggy just came. But yeah, I did read a complete book on Sunday, which, to be honest, it's a small book, but I've read a complete book on Sunday. Yeah, I read Conan. I didn't know anything about the book because I got it in a book box from eBay, and yeah, hadn't read anything of Conan. I haven't watched any films or anything. And so yeah, this is one collection, because as I've read now, the Conan novels, they're really more like short stories. They were published in like magazines back then, and the author died quite young, and so he didn't finish a lot of the stories. And so these are collections where we have like finished stories the author finished, and then other authors finished the manuscripts that were found. And so this is a mixture of those. Yeah, as I've read, you can read these stories in whatever order you want, technically, because there aren't it's Conan who kind of narrates his life, and so he narrates as a lot of people would, not necessarily in order, but like in, oh, I did that and that, and then 10 years later I did that and that, and then, but like 5 years before that I did that and that, you know, so you don't technically have to read those in order, but these in here are in order, and they actually work quite fine as an introduction to Conan, to be honest. I really enjoyed the book. They're just really great adventure stories. Conan is a baba, and he is pretty much, the author has kind of like the motto that if you want a good adventure story, your hero has to be really dumb, because otherwise he will think too much about things. And yeah, so Conan is really dumb and really brutal, and it makes for good reading, to be honest. Let's see what I've given it star-wise. I already forgot. I've given it 4 stars, because whilst, I mean, there's a lot of death in here, and Conan likes to kill pretty much everyone, and he doesn't give a shit, and it's a lot of fun reading. So I now really want to see if I can get like a book with like all of the Conan novels in there, or like, I know that there are 4 more of these ones, like these small collections, so I maybe have to look into getting more of those. I also think, yeah, I do own a second collection of these. I just don't know if it's the second collection. Yeah, so I need to look more into that. But yeah, I definitely want to read more of Conan. That was what I did on Sunday. And now, come Monday, I started 2 books. Which is typical of me. But yeah, it has a reason. I started with Cage of Souls by Adrian Tchaikovsky. And the book is kind of a lot different than I thought. I don't know. I obviously didn't read the description, which maybe was a mistake. But yeah, our main character, you have the future. humanity is kind of shrunken down to like 100,000 people who live in Shadrapa, and our main character gets put on a boat and driven through the jungle to a prison island where all the prisoners go. And they don't really discriminate between like murderers and politicians they want out of their way, and so they all land pretty much in that prison. And I'm now 70 pages in, and the whole story is pretty much just prison life up until now. Except for like Earth being like a big jungle with desert around it, and Earth slowly dying, there isn't much sci-fi in here now. And in all honesty, I'm not the biggest fan of like a lot of senseless violence, and obviously in prisons there happens a lot of senseless violence, you know, like prison guards just being unnecessarily violent. You have the same in here, and the guy who runs the prison is like a really big asshole, and so I'm struggling a little bit to get through it, just because it isn't what I like to read, and I didn't really realize that the book would be like that. So yeah, I will read it in smaller increments to get through it, because I like Tchaikovsky's writing style, so I don't mind that, but I do hope that the whole book isn't playing in the prison, because it's a really big book, and if the whole book is playing in the prison, I might not get through it, to be honest. Yeah, it's a preference, I didn't really realize it, and so yeah, sometimes that happens. I mean, we all have our preferences, you know, and it just isn't mine, sadly. So then, to get a little bit of like a different read in, I started the last Percy Jackson book, which is Percy Jackson and the Last Olympian, and I've read 100 pages of this one. I'm still annoyed about the whole liking Annabeth and Rachel, and him not having any idea about his feelings. That annoys me, but other than that, it starts really great. It's the ending of the series, so obviously starts with a lot of action, and I'm really interested to see where this goes. The Titans are walking on Olympus, and they are in a battle with the gods, and yeah, Percy Jackson has to save the day, you know, as it is in those books. But yeah, it's making a lot of fun. 100 pages is quite a bit already. I think the book only has like maybe 400 pages. Yeah, this has 360 pages. I'm 100 pages down, so 260 to go. So I think I might just finish this tomorrow, because as I said, today I'm gonna to a concert in the evening, so I won't read anything more in the evening. I might read something this afternoon, but I don't know if I've got the time for that, because as I don't have to work this month, I've decided to do a lot of reorganizing, and I'm gonna start with the kitchen today, which I won't show you because our kitchen really isn't the nicest thing, but yeah, it's really small and cramped, so it doesn't make a lot of fun to be in there. But yeah, so I don't know how much time I will have to read today. But as I've already read 170 pages in these two books, I won't feel bad if I don't read anything more today. But yeah, I will keep you updated how that is going. Now you're all caught up, we can start the week.
I don't know what it is that makes me love you so. I only
Good morning. Yesterday's concert was really great. The starter bands, like the first one was really good. The second one, the first one was called Bad Wolves, which was a fine band. Then the second one was Gindred. To be honest, I heard it for the second time now. I'm not a fan of the music, to be honest, but yeah, Volbeat was really great. It was a really enjoyable concert. The only thing I don't get is why people smoke indoors. It really ruins it for other people. I have a hard time with smoke, and yeah, It's really annoying. But yeah, it was really, really nice. I'm really tired now. I didn't get a lot of sleep, but yeah. I thought to do like a little update clip, you know. I did read a little bit this morning, but not as much as I would normally do. So I'm now halfway through Percy Jackson. I had hoped to finish it today, but to be honest, I don't think that will happen. I will try to get like a little bit more through, but who knows, you know. I try to like use my time really relaxed, like don't stress about anything. So I won't stress about getting it finished. Also, I've decided to stop reading Cage of Souls. I'm just not on the mood for it at the moment. And to be honest, I want to have like a really good reading month this month. So I don't think that forcing myself to continue this one at the moment would be the right decision. So I will put this on the side. I might continue it later in the month if I feel like it. But yeah, it's just, in all honesty, it's not a story that reads really interesting to me because it's not a story that I normally enjoy. So I don't know, maybe it gets more interesting later on, but yeah, at the moment I won't pick it up. I will stick to Percy Jackson and then I will probably read the first Harry Potter book after that because I'm pretty in the mood for that. But yeah, I also will finish my audiobook today because I want to do like a really relaxed puzzling evening. So I will do that and then give you my opinion once I'm finished with that one. And then I will see which audiobook I will pick after that. But yeah, I'm so tired. I'm now gonna have to do some washing because somebody threw beer all over me and my partner yesterday. Like over the whole crowd, but like we were standing right in the way, and so all our clothes from yesterday really reek of beer, which I can't stand. The smell, it's really bugging me. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do some of that and then yeah, spend a lot of time with the doggy because he was really disappointed that he had to be home alone yesterday. I work from home and I work, and my partner works from home a lot of the time, so our dog is really used to us being home. He does great staying home alone, it's not a problem, but I'm always feeling really guilty when he has to be alone. And we have a second concert this week, which I'm like kind of regretting, but what can you do if the concerts fall in the same week? But yeah, so I'm gonna spend some time with him and probably talk to you a little bit later on, maybe if I've read a little bit more of Percy Jackson and I have something to talk about, you know. It's now late afternoon. I've just gotten back from the late afternoon walk with the dog, which is why I'm quite red in the face. It's still, it doesn't snow anymore, the snow has melted, but it's still really cold outside. Like the really damp coldness, which is really not nice. But yeah, I thought I'd give you a quick little update, like in betweener, because I've read quite a bit of Percy Jackson in the afternoon, and I'm only like having, yeah, I have to read like 60 pages. Then I'm done. So I will definitely finish this one today, which I'm quite happy with, to be honest. Yeah, I like it. I hate the whole Rachel, Annabeth and Percy Jackson, not really love triangle, because that isn't it, but like Rachel and Annabeth just like kinda not getting along because Annabeth thinks Percy likes her, even though like why can't he have just a different friend who's like female other than her? It really annoys me, I have to be honest. Which is why these books could never get 5 stars from me, because just that aspect really irks me. I don't know, maybe it's like a great aspect for teenagers, I don't know. I haven't read those as a teenager, so maybe I'm just not the right like target group. But yeah, it annoys me. But yeah, I'm pretty much just at the end now. At the end of the series, which is also really nice. I do think I will pick up the next series because except for like these smaller problems I have with the series, I do really enjoy the theme and the adventure and all of the creatures and monsters that are in it. So yeah, I don't mind the rest of it for the good parts. But yeah, so I'm now gonna read the rest of that, do a little bit of like house chores, and then I will probably come back to you once I've finished my audiobook in the evening and finished the book, so I can give you my thoughts or my final thoughts about those two. And yeah, my reading has been going so good this month. I'm really afraid of like hitting a wall and just don't doing any more reading this month, but we'll see. Good morning. I wanted to do a check-in yesterday evening, but somehow I didn't get to it. But yeah, I thought I'd give you a little like reading update before going out, because this one has to go to the vet for like his regular half-yearly blood work, because he's chronically ill and he has to get blood work every half year roughly. So yeah, and after we're done that, I'm gonna go and do some book shopping and some clothes shopping. But yeah, I wanted to give you a quick little reading update because first of all, I finished my audiobook yesterday. Sadly, in the end, I could give the audiobook only 3 stars. I was kind of sad. It started really, really good. Let me just quickly look up my Goodreads for the book. I need to know the full title, you know. I have a hard time remembering titles. So, it's called The Early Stories of Philip K. Dick. And I gave it 3 stars in the end because I really, really loved the first half of stories. They were really, really good, really, really different. And then I felt like the second half was pretty much a really similar story, just packaged in a slightly different way. All about Earth doing war with different alien races or humans. And that kind of disappointed me, to be honest. I really loved the first stories more than the last stories. But yeah, in the end, I would really recommend the audiobook or picking the book up because it was really nice to read, you know. I'm happy I read it or listened to it. So yeah, I need to pick a new audiobook today. But then I also finished Percy Jackson yesterday. Which this one I gave 4 stars. As I said, the only reason it doesn't get 5 stars from me is the whole like teenage romance stuff that is half in there, half not, even though, I don't know, for me, it's not for me. I think maybe I would have enjoyed it more, or even more, because I really did enjoy it, but maybe I would have enjoyed it even more as like a teenager, but yeah, that part is fine, but that is the reason why this can't get more than 4 stars from me. But yeah, I really enjoyed the ending. I really like that there are sacrifices in here. Like there are people dying that you get to know throughout the story. It doesn't hold back. Yeah, your favorite characters kind of all survive, but yeah, it doesn't really hold back, you know. It's keeping it real. And so yeah, 4 stars. I'm really happy I finished a series. Took me long enough, to be honest. Then I picked up a book this morning. I'm doing my reread of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I'm already 200 pages into it. I have 130 left. Yeah, I mean, it's Harry Potter. I really enjoy it. I grew up with those books. I've read it 100 times, you know. Like, not that much, but I probably have read it like 20 times by now. So yeah, it's a book I go to if I need like a really comfort read. And to be honest, I think part 1 is the one I go mostly back to. Yeah, so I don't know if I will finish that one today because got to go to the vet, and then we'll see. Maybe I will finish it today, maybe I will finish it tomorrow. Wednesday I'm on the bus. Today I'm gonna pick up a new book because I do like to travel with a book, and the next bookstore is quite a bit from here. I like need to ride like a 30-minute bus ride and like a 10-minute walk or something, because I live on the outskirts of Berlin. But yeah, I think I will take Donnertat, The Secret History with me, just to get a start on it, and then once I'm back I will first of all finish this one, and then I will continue with this one. But I do like to take like a newer book with me on the bus, have like some good escape from all the people around me. I'm not a people person, so riding the bus is quite the struggle. But yeah, I'm gonna start with this one, and we'll see how I like it, because I still don't know if I will like it. Yeah. Okay, so one last update for today. I didn't film anything whilst I was out. Book shopping was a bust. Sadly, the bookshop didn't really have anything new, so I didn't buy anything. And in all honesty, it took the energy out of me. I tend to buy things online because I find it quite hard to be around so many people. So yeah, it took all of my energy, and I didn't do much for the rest of the day. I did read a little bit more of Harry Potter, which I probably won't finish today, but I will finish it tomorrow morning. And whilst on the bus I started The Secret History. I'm 40 pages into it. It is really interesting. I'm still afraid that I won't like it, but it starts really interesting, and now I'm intrigued to see what will happen in the book. So yeah, I'm still really great on track with reading, and yeah, I'm now all cozied up and enjoying the evening, and yeah, I will give you an update on the books tomorrow morning. I won't have much time to read tomorrow because we have another concert tomorrow, and I need to go back to the vet with the dog because we forgot his rabies shot. But yeah, I will try to read it as much as I can to give you a little bit more reading content. So it's already afternoon, but I just didn't have time today to talk to you earlier. It's kind of a not hectic day, but it's a lot to do. Quick reading update. I finished Harry Potter. I love it. I don't think that will really change. Then I read a little bit more of The Secret History. I struggle already with the characters, but I'm still excited to continue reading it, so I will just continue it. And then I also started with The Way of Kings just because I couldn't wait anymore. And it's already starting really interesting, so I'm really happy to continue with that one. Like, reading is still going great. And then, just now, the postman rang and my illumicrate box finally arrived. I do think it's the one for November and not the one for December. It is really late. But yeah, I thought I'd unbox it with you. And yeah, I probably also want to do another like clip for today because in like 3 hours or so we have to go to the concert, which today I'm seeing Evanescence and Within Temptation, which I'm kind of excited for. So yeah, I was right. It's November and the theme was some kind of monster. So let's start with this one. I think it's another one of those tins. Here. Hi, little one. I can't get the thing out, but yeah, it looks really nice. But yeah, I think, yeah, I have a blue one of these. I don't know what they are for technically, but I will look into the paper thing, the information, you know. And then we have this one. Oh, I think it's a scarf. That is really pretty. It's, to be honest, it's not my colors, but it's a really pretty scarf. So yeah, we'll see. I might gonna wear it, but white isn't totally my color, to be honest. As you can see, I'm more of a black person when it comes to clothing. Then we have another sword replica. That is nice. I really love the one, I think it was in a few months ago in the box. But yeah, I'm a sucker for these sword replicas. Let me show you. Camera focus on this one. Yeah, really pretty. I'm gonna have to look up for which fandom that one is. I haven't read a lot of the books these things come for, but in all honesty, I don't mind. If they look cool, I don't have to have read the book, to be honest. Oh, and then we have a tote bag, which I think is Deadly Education themed. Am I right? Could be. And then we have the paper craft set, which was from last month, but they didn't get it in time, so they put it in the November boxes for I think all the like international people. So yeah. And last of all, we have the new book. Let's see. Oh, it's really pretty. The Luminaries by Susan Dennard. The forest is dangerous for luminary untrained. Okay, that sounds kind of interesting. It's kind of like a really remote town where your phone won't work and stuff, and it's surrounded by a forest where monsters live, and our main character wants to join like the luminaries, the hunters of the monsters who keep them in check, but she was exiled because of her father. And so she has to do like a dangerous trial to be able to join the village luminaries again. Yeah, really interesting. And oh, I love books. Ah, it's so pretty. I love it so much. Yeah, a really great box. Have to be honest. I love getting like these pretty tote bags because they look a lot better than the ones I get typically. And yeah, I'm really happy with that box. So yeah, I will probably see you tomorrow then, because I'm just trying to relax a little bit, and then there's just a concert today, and after that I will be dead. And yeah, tomorrow I don't have anything planned, so I have a little bit more time to read. Oh. His ear is itching. Because he has like these really massive ears, and they're kind of like dirt. They collect a lot of dirt, you know. Aww. But yeah, I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Good morning. It's now Friday. I didn't film anything else yesterday, and also we didn't go to the concert. I didn't feel well enough, and if there's something I've learned in my life, it's that if you don't feel good, don't do stuff. And so yeah, we stayed home. I'm gonna get another chance to see the bands. But yeah, I just wasn't at a state to leave the house yesterday. So yeah, I didn't do anything, therefore I didn't film anything. But yeah, I wanted to give you a little bit of a reading update because I spent my morning continuing with The Way of Kings. I'm now 160 pages into it, which it's also a big book, so it's not that much, but you know, I'm gonna make my way through it. I'm really enjoying it. I'm kind of astonished, but also kind of happy about it. I mean, it can always change, but you know, it seems like all of our main characters currently don't really have any like superpowers, but like, you know, it's not superpowers, it's a fantasy novel with magic, but they don't really seem to have any like magic, or they don't seem to be the people who are like really powerful in that world. And I mean, that might change, it probably will change, but at the moment they don't, and they have kind of hard lives, which I find really interesting. Like I'm I'm really happy about reading it. I was kind of afraid that maybe it was too much because I'm still struggling through Elantris, which is his first published novel, so maybe it's just that he's gotten a lot better when this book was published. But yeah, I struggled a lot with Elantris, not because I don't like the book, I really like the book, but it's so long that I struggle to like keep it all in my head and follow the story. And so yeah, really happy about this one at the moment. I didn't continue with The Secret History. I tried getting the audiobook, but my library doesn't have it, because I think I would actually enjoy the book way more if I would listen to it, but I can't because my library doesn't have it, and I don't have Audible or stuff like that because I don't listen to enough audiobooks to kind of spend that money on it. So yeah, I'm gonna have to see what I'm gonna do about that. I don't know. Hopefully my library at some point adds it. It's the problem, I'm in Germany, so my library, most books in my library are in German, and I try to read the books in the language it was written in, if I can understand the language, which is English and German and a little bit of Dutch. But yeah, so I would ideally love to listen to it in English, and my library doesn't have that, but yeah, I will kind of figure that one out. But yeah, so I will today continue with this one. Well, it depends on how much I'm gonna read today, but yeah, hopefully I will then finish it this weekend, but we'll see. Yeah, but I just wanted to let you know what I'm up to. And now I'm gonna do a little bit of gaming. I'm still a little bit weak from yesterday, so I don't have the most energy, and yeah, I'm gonna chill a little bit. And I will see you in a little bit, hopefully, with a little bit more of a reading update. Good afternoon, everybody. I didn't do check-in yesterday, I didn't get to it this morning. It is already noon. Yeah. I had quite some things to do, to be honest. First of all, let's do a reading update. I continued with The Way of Kings. I'm now nearly 300 pages, so I'm there at the middle. As you can see, it takes me quite a bit of time to get through like these bigger fantasy or epic fantasy books, but I'm still loving it. The characters are really interesting. There's a lot of like not really knowing how they fit in together, because at some point they have to like come together, right? But yeah, it's really interesting. I'm really enjoying reading it, but yeah, I'm really slow at it, you know. But I'm not like, I don't have to run a marathon to read the book, so yeah, I will continue with this one tomorrow, probably. But yeah, I'm really loving it. I'm really happy that I got these really pretty editions. Oh, sorry. Then I did some book shopping today, and I thought I'd just show you. I did want to take some footage there, but to be honest, it was really full of people, and my partner was there with me, and I didn't really know how to film stuff without showing people. So yeah, I didn't film it. But yeah, we did go book shopping. I drank a hot chocolate at Starbucks, which I don't do often, but it was really yummy. And we got some donuts, which I will show you because those are the best donuts in Berlin. So if you're ever in Berlin, you have to go get them. They are pricey, but they are the best. But let's start with the books. So, for everyone that knows Berlin, which probably aren't many people, but yeah, I went to Dussmann's or Dussmann in Berlin, and it's this really big bookstore that has like a smaller English bookstore inside, pretty much. So you really can get the best choice there. I have so many fantasy books at the moment, so I thought I'd pick up something different this time around. I really wanted a new true crime book, so I picked up Journey to Darkness by John Douglas and Mark O'Shaker. These are the same two guys who wrote Mindhunter, which the series is about, and John Douglas is actually the detective that Mindhunter is about. So yeah, I really enjoyed Mindhunter, and so I thought I'd pick up a second book from him. It was really nice reading and really interesting. So yeah, why not, you know? And I try to slowly get a little bit of true crime books. I know that reading true crime and stuff is really like, some people just don't like it, but I for one just find it really interesting how detectives work and try to solve cases. So I try to pick up books that are mainly about the detective's view and really like shine a light on the victims and their family and not as much on the perpetrators. So yeah, I thought Mindhunter was really good for that. So yeah. Then, because I listened to the Philip K. Dick audiobook, and I did remember that I already read Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? I read that one. I actually liked it. I didn't love it, but I liked it. So I picked up two other books that I found. The first one is A Scanner Darkly, which is a drug-related book. Like, there's a new drug on the market and it kind of like makes everyone go really, really, really dumb. Kind of like makes their brain into mush. And we have a detective here who tries to stop it. And then the second one is called A Maze of Death, which is a sci-fi where there are 10 people who get sent on a different planet, and yeah, there's death on that other planet. And yeah, I also already have some of these sci-fi masterwork books, so I thought the version was quite fitting. Yeah, I'm really, really interested to read more of his, so we'll see. Then this one, I haven't heard of the author. It's John Scalzi, The Kaju Preservation Society, and it has something to do with portals, parallel Earth, and dinosaurs, which, yeah, absolutely topics for me. And I actually decided on my way home that I will switch Cage of Souls, which had my nature on the cover book prompt, to this one, because it's a lot slimmer. I won't get through Cage of Souls this month, so I'm gonna switch it with this one, so that way I can kind of get my TBR in. Yeah, it sounds really interesting. I'm all up there for dinosaurs, and actually the guy wants to save them because they are on the brink of dying out on that parallel Earth, and they have to kind of try save them so they don't invade our Earth, I think. So yeah, also really like the cover. But yeah, I have never heard of the author, so I'm kind of interested to see how it is. Then I found a book I had on my to-buy list for a really long time, which is this graphic novel, Through the Woods by Emily Carroll. And yeah, there are just a few creepy stories in here, and all of them really prettily illustrated. And because I had it for so long on my to-buy list, I thought I'd pick it up because it's not the newest book, but it's still on the shelves. So I thought, why not, you know? And then, because my collection is ever growing, I picked up a Stephen King book. And this is Night Shift, which is like a short story collection, like a horror short story collection. And I really want to read some more horror. So I thought a short story collection is always a good thing for me. I really enjoy, like, they aren't supposed to be too short, but like shorter stories are really my jam. And yeah, I didn't have Night Shift yet, so I picked this one up. Really like the cover. But yeah, that was my small little book haul in here. I'm really happy with all of those. Really excited to read some of those. So I have decided already that I will read this one today still. At least like started today, but like graphic novels always read really, really quick. But yeah, I was so excited to read this, and I'm all for horror. I just need a little horror break in between the fantasy, so yeah. Also, I need, I don't know, maybe some help, like a little bit of advice, but I got these Fairy Loot editions of The Way of Kings, and once I've started reading them, I actually found out you have like this, the contents on the book, and you have the pages here, but the pages don't align with the chapters in the book. So there's definitely a printing error in here, or like a counting error. So I don't know if I should like contact Fairy Loot to let them know that there's an error in there. But then again, they probably wouldn't reprint the books, so I don't know if it makes sense to tell them that there's an error in this book. I don't know about the second one. I haven't looked yet, but yeah, there's a counting error in here. Like the information on the front are like 20 pages before the actual thing is in the book, so yeah, I don't know. And now let's show you these really nice donuts. I'm gonna eat them later on in the day, but let me show you. I got like a cinnamon star donut and like a nut corner donut. I don't know what Nussecken are called in English. I would say nut corners is like the one-to-one translation, but I don't know if you have them at a different name. But yeah, they always have like their standard donuts, and then they have like special donuts every month that you can get, and they are called Brammelballs donuts. Like, let me show you. That's the name. They're so great. These are the best donuts you can get in Berlin. That's a check-in, a really long check-in. But yeah, I will probably do a check-in in the evening. Like, I will do a check-in. I have to, because I have to end the vlog in the evening. And then I will probably tell you about Through the Woods, what I thought of it, or what I'm thinking of it if I'm not through it. And yeah, I hope you all have a good day, because my day is was kind of nice. We now have Saturday evening. I'm already in my comfy blanket hoodie. I'm hiding my hair, it looks horrendous. I need to wash my hair tomorrow. But yeah, I thought I'd give you like a quick update and then end the vlog here. But I already read Through the Woods by Emily Carroll, which like I bought today, but yeah, I already read it. I gave it 3 stars. To be honest, I really enjoy the art style. The depiction of the horror was really, really great and really wonderful. Like, let me search for one like really creepy scene, you know? Like stuff like that. It's like a really creepy depiction and I really love it. But I don't know, maybe I'm dumb. I didn't get the stories for the most part. Like, you know, it's fine when you have an open-ended story. You don't need to explain the horror to me. That's totally fine. Like, some horror loses its, like... You lose the fear if you know what the horror is, you know? But for some of these stories, I didn't even know whether... like, in what direction the horror was supposed to go. Like, I just didn't understand the complete story, like nothing. I didn't understand what was going on, and maybe it's just me, maybe I just didn't get it, but yeah. So I like it for that, but not for the stories itself, yeah. But I'm still happy I bought it, because I just was really interested about it, and to be honest, just looking through it is quite nice, so I'm still really happy about it. But yeah, so I did in the end finish a book today. I will probably only do some more audiobook listening now. I might just start... Let's see, I still have to put Cage of Souls back, but I might just start this one as well. If not, I will start with it tomorrow, and I will still continue The Way of Kings. I just am slower with more epic fantasies, so it takes my time. I'm taking my time with it, to be honest. I don't have to rush through it. I really enjoy it, and so yeah, I like to pick up something that I can read together with it, just to have a little bit more like different reading, because to be honest 600 pages of the same stuff kind of is hard for me, and technically I should probably read The Way of Kings Part 2 directly after Part 1, just because it's one book just split into two because it's so fucking long. But yeah, we'll see about that one, because I have with this one together 4 other books on my TBR for this month. So, no, 5, because I have The Secret History I started that I still need to continue. But I'm still kind of looking for the audiobook. I'm hoping it maybe gets added to my library. They do add stuff regularly, so I'm kind of looking if maybe they add it to the end of the month, or like a week before the end of the month. So if they haven't added it, then I will probably read the physical book. But yeah, God, I look ridiculous in the viewfinder. That's why I'm looking at it. I'm really sorry. But yeah, I'm gonna end the vlog now, here. I hope you had a great week. My week was kind of relaxed, kind of a little bit stressful with the dog appointments and stuff, but yeah, I'm really enjoying my time off of work. Kind of sad already, I have to go back in January, but you know, that's life. But yeah, maybe if you read any of the books I've shown you in the haul portion, you can tell me how you like them, if they're good or not. And yeah, I hope you had a great week. Please leave a like if you enjoyed watching my life, and subscribe if you want to. And I will see you tomorrow at the start of a new vlog. Bye bye!